I don't really know. I'm gonna make a whole movie out of this, but I guess it can be short. So, oh man, now it's dark. Activate light switch. Alright, so first thing is I was with a guy. Okay. I was with a driver today, and dude's like 40-year-old black guy, and like he just asked me some like random stuff like when we first started driving, and then he like puts on like loud rap music for like the rest of the drive. So we like there's this stretch of drive where it was from one spot to the next 2 hours. Took almost 2 hours. So I'm like miserable, and like I get out and I'm like cold, and I'm like putting like extra layers on. Anyway, I don't know. That's just funny to me because it's like I'm cool for most of the drive, just like sitting there. I mean, like more or less, but like, and I'm paid by the hour, so like I'm just sitting there, like getting money. Anyway, what else happened? Like I had heard from another driver that somebody like stacks the some of the hand trucks really like wide at the base, and then like loads them up. And so I'm pretty sure it was this guy. So I told him about that. And then it's just funny because I was doing that. I like stacked a base really like wide, and like the driver was like, "Oh yeah, there's someone who like does that all the time." And his goal is just to like get it in two hand trucks for whatever reason. And then we're like almost back, and this dude also is driving with his knees across the Maryland Bridge, coming from Maryland to Delaware. Driving with his knees, like smoking a black and mild. It's just hilarious to me. And then the other thing, we were almost back. We're on this like narrow bridge, and he like passes. He like is behind a truck going slower. And he like goes into the left lane, and like the space is just like, it's like this, like the window between like the one truck, and like I saw it like in the other guy's face. He's just like, what the and after we pass him, he like gets behind him, and the driver's like, dickhead, because I guess the one behind us like flashed him or something. So it's funny. It's like he's like does it no problem, but the other driver is just not on board with it. Oh, and then I get back, and I run into this guy that I recognize, and he was riding along with another driver. And I was like, hey, are you this guy? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, I thought I recognized you. And then he's like, yeah, I was the hiring manager. And now he's just like doing the same thing that I'm doing. Was. But yeah. It's been something else. Just surviving is the name of the game these days. Weird. What else can I say? These are hot. Some hot gas. So good. This is the most crunchy crust I've ever sank teeth into. What else? Lots of antisocialness. But I think it is better to be okay with it for now. My last movie, I meant to edit it, but I guess I uploaded it and accidentally published it. So I just ended up. Oh, another thing. Sometimes the drivers just take like food that we're like delivering, and so like today there's just a case of orange juice like sitting next to his seat. I didn't say anything. I was like, what do you say? Like, I wanted to bring it up just because it was funny. Like, one time, like sometimes the stuff gets damaged, and so like that's more like, I don't know, like available to take. And so like my first time out, the driver just like offered me an orange juice, and here I am with another driver. There's just a case of orange juice sitting next to him. Oh. Okay. Couple other things. The other day, we were at a stop, and one of the guys that delivers bread in another truck, like the donuts and stuff, he's like, hey, like, he's like on the phone with somebody. He's like, hey, I just heard one of your guys got robbed. And we were like, yeah, they were hanging on the back of the trailer throwing cigarettes down, and they caught them like on camera on like traffic cameras. And then the driver I was with was like, he's like, oh man, like we just had a meeting about that, about like putting locks on the back of the trailers. He was like, we just today had a meeting about that. But they, like, none of the drivers I've been with put locks on their trailers. Like, some of the routes, they just took the cigarettes like out of the equation. Like, they don't even carry cigarettes. But nobody's actually like put a padlock on their door and like locked it. There's one other thing. Oh. There was one other thing. Well, go on now. Thanks for stopping it.